yourself in this last hour of trade? That's the question. So let's get this to Rahul Mohindar of Viratech.com, who's joining in. Rahul, good to have you with us here on the program. So 17,920 or so is where the Nifty is at. Would you want to take any trades, and which direction? Also, just tell us how you're thinking about the market now, given the price action of the last few days.
Sure. I think, first of all, the entire week, we had a nice little trot up from that 13th February low. Let's not forget we ran up a good 400 plus points. The correction that we've seen broadly is about 50 to 60% of the rally that we saw this week. So my own sense is, A, this looks like a corrective move. B, I think the silver lining in this entire down move is the fact that you can't look at some of those index heavyweights and say that this drop that we've seen over yesterday and today's intraday session has been with inclining volume. So I think that's the good bit, that the volumes are kind of average to under average in comparison to the up move. So I think that's what I'm reading, that this is probably a correction. The market could be fairly quick to even make a turn. And I think the important level, like you've been seeing even with the FNO stats, is 17,800, 17,900. This window is very, very solid support. I think let's not kind of write off things unless we breach levels of 17,800, 17,850. This belt can clearly come in and protect the market. Now, I think, yes, on the upside, 18,200 to 18,300, that's a block hole. We've seen that in January too, being respected quite a few times. So it's not like we're in a cruise control uptrend. But clearly, one's got to play these levels out. And I think since we're at that lower end of the range, closer to 17,800, I would look at this as an opportunity to buy. And, given that thought process, let me start with a few buy calls of mine. Reliance Industries. Of course, we've seen the stock have a bit of a correction, but in the main, let's look at the slightly broader picture and just not the intraday scenario. 2380 to 2400 is a very strong band of support, in my opinion, for Reliance. So again, looking at where the stock is right now, if you're willing to build a position in the stock, I think it's fair to expect that this stock could actually rally significantly, maybe past 2500 levels as well in the near term. There is clear headroom that I see. And I think when an index heavyweight like this shows me that kind of clarity, that's another, help to the Nifty itself. So Reliance would be on my buy list, 2520 target. Remember, at the lower end, try and buy it on any decline. 2380 to 2400 is the band of support. Eicher Motor, another stock which catches my radar. We've seen the stock in a range of about 3,050 to 3,350. I am looking at a clear volume breakout on this. We've seen strong volumes on it within this consolidation. 3420 would be my target on it. Keep a stop loss of 3,200. Tata Steel is another one which is attempting to stand out. I think with 110 stop loss, one could build a position for 116 next week.
Eicher Motors has recovered nearly 1.5% from the day's low. It's just about trying to break back into the green. Pull up that intraday chart. One of the recommendations coming